I have never seen anything like this before. Looks like the tariffs are off, or at least some of them are. I spent the morning working with Hiawatha and several other colleagues on explaining the tariffs that President Trump announced last week and several of the others he announced before. Published a bunch of stories, got on the subway, got off the subway, and saw that President Trump had truthed that he is pushing off most of these tariffs for at least 90 days. Stock market, as we look at it, is up thousands of points, and yeah, I'm not totally sure what it all means. We're just trying to start over, I guess, and understanding what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and we feel a great responsibility about this. We were just talking a few minutes ago about people looking at the stock market going up and down and rising and falling, and some people play it off and they say, well, it's no big deal, it rises, it falls, but there are real world consequences here. There are deals that are going to be done or not done. There are jobs that are going to be lost or not gained. Every time we report on this, people make economic decisions based on what we say, and we feel this fundamental obligation to make sure we're getting it right, because real consequences over and above the Dow Jones are at stake here. It's a real challenge, and I wanted to just emphasize one other thing. As journalists, we take a lot of flack for being journalists, and people talk about how we're unfair, we're unbiased, and so on. I think people really need to understand journalists are obsessed with factual accuracy. We wake up at night worried that we're not getting the facts exactly right. And when a story changes this fast, it's hard.
I will just say that I have had several stories, some of which I've worked on with you, that we've started writing and edited and gotten ready to publish with purely accurate facts. And by the time the story was ready to be published, the facts were no longer accurate. Yes. The situation is changing so fast, and that is a risk that we take in starting any story in this 24-hour news cycle, but I've been doing this a while, you've been doing this a while. I really, like I said, I've never seen it like this. This is very hard to track, and it makes doing our job of explaining to people how to make decisions in this environment very difficult.
Absolutely. I mean, the changes that we've just seen, we're still trying to figure out exactly which tariffs are on, which tariffs are off. We're still not entirely clear on that, and we've got to go through in detail to figure out exactly what's changed and what hasn't.
But right now, all we have to go on is a Truth Social post, so I hope we'll get more information soon. Back to the drawing board, I guess.
I guess.